Hi, this is Vicki with The Paper Connection. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I'm so happy that you were able to join me today. I'm actually going to be doing Free as a Bird. I'm going to be making a card from the stamp set that is in the new catalog, and it is so exciting. I love this catalog. I'm going to be using the bundle. Actually, as you can see, I have the framelit that comes from the stitched nested label dies. And if you purchase the stamp set and the framelits together, you get 10% off on a bundle. We'll just show you a few more pictures. I haven't been able to show you this, so I'm really excited to be able to show you some of the really cool things that are in this. And you can see how the Free as a Bird can be used to make some really beautiful cards. And I happen to love birds. I actually have birds tattooed on my wrist, and they represent my grandchildren, and they're just near and dear to my heart. So let's go ahead and get started. The other thing I'm going to be premiering today is one of the new ink colors. This is Seaside Spray, and just to show you some of the colors, the ink colors, I made this recently for my customers who, those who have purchased from me. I automatically sent them catalogs, and I created a bookmark for them. And I made it from the new ink colors. And we've got the Terracotta Tile, the Seaside Spray, the Rococo Rose, the Purple Posy, and the Pretty Peacock. These colors are fabulous. And you've got the gingham check and then the script on one side. I mean, they're just amazing. I'm so excited. And I'm going to be using the Seaside Spray today. Now, I don't have a finished product because I'm just kind of winging it and creating as I go. I do have something in mind that I'm going to do, and so just bear with me, and I'll have a picture of it that you can see before you click on this video, but you're just going to have to wait to see what I come up with. All right, so I'm going to get some scrap paper and we'll get started. Okay, so we're going to use this cluster of birds that I absolutely love. They're sitting on a limb, and for one this size, I like to turn it upside down and ink it from the top side like this, just to make sure I don't have too much, but that I have enough. And it's fully inked. It looks about right. It's a pretty big stamp, so. And then I'm going to bring in my stitched piece, and we're going to stamp that on top. There we go. Let me clean that off. All right. And the other thing we're going to do is, as far as stamping is concerned, is we're going to go ahead and place this right about here, and we will stamp in Seaside Spray. Thank you. So we'll kind of get placement of where we're going to have that, and then we'll just place thank you right here below. There you go. It's a beautiful color. I think blue is probably one of my favorite colors anyway. I do love red as well, but blue is one of my favorites. So we'll put that off to the side, and the next thing we're going to do is actually color in our work. And I like to keep a scrap piece under it because these are alcohol-based markers and they will bleed through. I'm going to go ahead and use dark old olive and just get my leaves done. I got out of the line in a couple places, and ooh, that bugs me like crazy. So I'm going to use my color lifter and just kind of go along and try to help lift that color out. Now I'm using the dark crumb cake and the light crumb cake. For the birds, I'm going to use a little bit of a little bit of the Daffodil Delight on their chest, and then I'll go in with some other colors and blend it all together. Okay, I didn't mention while I was doing it, but I colored in with the light and dark Daffodil Delight, and then I came in with light and dark Balmy Blue. And I really like how I was able to go over the Daffodil Delight that I had placed on their chest and blend it in, and it just looked like that's just the way the bird is supposed to be. I also used the light and dark Daffodil Delight on the flowers, and I used the dark crumb cake for their beak. Okay, let's assemble our card. Oh, one other thing. I guess I'm not done with my stamping. I was going to, and I am going to, stamp a leaf, a cluster of leaves, as well as a larger flower. Whoops. Okay, my ink got a little too concentrated there, so let's try this again. There we go. That's much better. I think my ink pad might be a little juicy. And then I was going to place a small flower here at the very bottom. There we go. Now I'll color that in. Now that I've gotten all of that done, I'm just going to fussy cut these out. Basically, fussy cutting is whenever you hand cut, and I do it a little differently than I did when I was in kindergarten. In kindergarten, you moved your hand all over, and fussy cutting is basically just cutting around but guiding the paper. You can get a more even and a more consistent cut if you're not moving your hand all over the place, but you're actually guiding the paper around. And I also like to cut out a little bit of the white around it. It just looks more like it's a die cut when you do it that way. So I'll go ahead and do this, and then I can fast forward. Okay, so now we're ready to put our project together. I brought in my silicone mat because I don't want everything to stick. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'll use snail on this. Look at that, isn't that pretty? But I'm going to choose to use the one that has the script on the back. And I'll place it right about here. It's just enough so that the thank you at the bottom can show through. And we'll go ahead and put some snail on the back of this. Place it on the front. I usually use Tombow, and that's so that it can get moved around if necessary. All right, let's see. Do I want to put it flush down? I know I want this to go behind it, about like right here. And I believe I'm going to have this off the side of it over here. Okay, I'm not going to pop this up. Just put a little bit of snail on the back of it back here. And then I'll stick it right up under. Let's see where I want to place this. Right here? Yeah. We'll do it right about there like that. Let's put it there since we have this one down here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pop this up on dimensionals. There we go. And I'm going to put a small one on the back of this one. Actually, I actually just tore off a remnant of the small ones. And we're going to place that right there. Oh, isn't that pretty? Such a pretty card. Okay, I think it's still crooked. Do you guys ever do that? Do you ever put it on and then you think, oh, that doesn't look right. It still doesn't look right. Oh boy. Yay. Okay. It's a good thing it's so forgiving, right? Okay, for the inside, we are going to put "The World Needs More of You." There we go. And we're going to use our flower right here at the bottom. All right, let's put this on the inside. And you want to make sure you're not doing it upside down. There you go. Okay, I have one last thing I want to add. Isn't that gorgeous? But I want to add one more thing to it. I just want to add a small bow. And what I'm doubling up my thread, and so I'm just making my bunny ear and my bunny ear, and I'm going to just loop that through, pull it, and make a bow. I felt like it would be a little bit more substantial if I used double, and it is. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Just give that a clip and a clip. And then I'll use my glue dot. If you hear any little tick, 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 tick on the floor, that would be my sweet Chihuahua, Piper. Okay. Ooh, I like that even better. Just even those up. Oh, isn't that pretty? I really like that. There may be a few people that get thank you notes that look like this after this next class. I have class on Thursday, so there may be some that may be getting some of these. I love them. All right, well, thank you for joining me. If you liked the video, then just click subscribe, and if you really like it, click the bell, and then you'll get notification when these videos come up. You can also check me out on my Facebook. It's called The Paper Connection. If you would like to have a catalog and you do not currently have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be yours. Just reach out and send me a message, and I will get one to you as soon as possible. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day.